What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. Now, I hope you guys tailed yesterday's entry because we do go ahead and cash for a 3x our money right here with Braun and with Karl Anthony Towns, guys. Now, Braun's line actually bumped up to 11.5 by game time, or probably by the afternoon today. It doesn't matter. He smashed through that at 18. Karl Anthony Towns' line was at 19.5 the entire day until Jalen Brunson was announced out, and I'm sure his line bumped up. I don't know how much it bumped up by, but Brunson was announced out like an hour before this game. So literally the entire time up until an hour before the game, his line was at 19.5. You will see Towns' line was much closer. He only gets 20 points out of 19.5, so he does cash, and I'm very happy about that. Going into the fourth quarter, he had 17 points. So this was honestly way closer than it needed to be. He only had one two-pointer in the fourth quarter and then one free throw, and he does go over. But I'm happy about that, guys. Great 3x here, and I hope you guys did tail this entry like I said. Like I said also yesterday, guys, in the NBA is razor thin margins. Like you cannot really take bumps because the NBA is very, very sharp. PrizePicks, every app, all these, Bovada or BetMGM or all these different, sports books and everything, they know what they're doing with the NBA because it's a very high volume type of sport. That's why, honestly, a lot of times I'm talking about esports. I'm talking about, soccer sometimes, talking about tennis, golf, because on PrizePicks, people don't take as much as that really. Maybe they do soccer, to be honest, but definitely esports, definitely something like tennis. They're not, betting on games at 3 a.m. going on for tennis or 5 a.m. for esports, right? So the action is just a lot less sharp. So you'll see here in League of Legends, I take the under. I paired that up with a soccer correlated duo. Hopefully tomorrow they do go ahead and cash us. We have a complete 0 of 4 here. Actually, we have a 3 misses and 1 push. So this is opposite correlation. If you guys know what I talk a ton about opposite correlation. This game actually went into 3 overtimes, and this guy did the worst on his entire team. So the player that did the complete worst on his entire team by like a long margin still goes over and gets 18 headshots, which is quite a lot of headshots in Counter-Strike. But this is a complete miss. And if you guys know anything about this channel, complete misses, they look stupid, right? They look funny. It's like, oh man, you did horrible. This is such a bad entry, but it's extremely correlated, right? I took the unders. I should have took the overs. Obviously this one, I took the overs. I should have took the unders because it's very correlated, just like this game right here in League of Legends. Before I get any deeper into the plays and what we're going to do today, I do want to talk about the Tyrese Maxey jersey giveaway that I am doing, guys. A signed Maxey jersey. All you have to do every single day in April is come onto these videos, like, comment, and subscribe every single day. Every single day that you do that, you'll get one additional raffle ticket into your giveaway pretty much. So yesterday, if you commented, you already have one raffle ticket. There's obviously 30 days in April, so if you come on every single day, like and comment, guys, like clockwork, you will get one additional raffle ticket a day. By the end of the month, when I do this giveaway around April 30th, something like that, you guys will have 30 raffle tickets, some of you guys, and that will be obviously a very, very good shot of winning this jersey. So, if you want the best shot possible, make sure to like and comment every day. The best way to do that is to turn on push notifications, so you get the notifications straight to your phone whenever I post a video. Also, it's important so you don't tail any bumps and stuff, because you can get this video out, get the video plays right when I send them out, okay? So like, comment again today, and you guys should have multiple raffle tickets already to this giveaway. And again, if you want to find something to comment about, just comment about who you think is going to win March Madness. Excited about March Madness starting up again this weekend to go into that Final Four. So one thing I did want to go over right before I get this play, give the first play of the day, is we actually had these two plays, right? We had Jared Allen, we had BDD. This was a couple of videos ago when I gave out Jared Allen BDD. We take Jared Allen over, he does cash for us, and then we had BDD under 6. And I showed the T1 and KT game, and I said T1 is like a top 3 team. They have Faker, who's like kind of the GOAT of T1, of League of Legends, and T1 is heavily favored. And I didn't just say that, I showed you guys that on Bovada, but I wanted to show you guys what actually happened. T1 ended up losing both games, and the other team ended up winning both games. And if you guys saw that on Bovada, it was like plus 800 that this KT team would win both games. But that is what ended up happening. I didn't bet on it. I kind of wish I did, but T1 literally goes 0-12 the first game, so everyone gets 0 kills on this team. This team did not get 1 kill. And then this guy, BDD, gets 2 kills, so not that many kills, but he still does get 2 kills because his team wins. And the second game was 12-27, and then BDD, the guy that we bet on under, gets 7 kills. So again, this was plus 800 this scenario to win, which I don't even know what that is. That's probably like less than a 7% chance or something of happening. And this is what ended up happening. This stuff happens in sports, right, guys? So again, I luckily did take a slip with the T1 unders. Now, I thought these guys would get like right about here, but they obviously go way under because they lost both games by a heavy margin. And then BDD wins both games, which is crazy. Honestly, if he probably would have went 1-1, he probably still would have went under this line. As we saw in that first game, he only gets 2 kills even if they do win. In the second game, if T1 wins at all, BDD is probably getting like 3 kills, maybe 4 kills, and we're getting a push or something. So it is unfortunate that they do win both games, but that's the type of stuff that's going to happen in betting, right? So at the end of the day, again, I want to reiterate, we have this 3x here, we have the setup here, and then we also have a setup for PGA happening tomorrow. Now let's get into the first entry of the day. The first entry, guys, is going to be Detroit Pistons money line happening tonight at 6 p.m. So I hope you guys can get this in. Now, we did take Heat money line as well. I'm just realizing I forgot to screenshot that, so I apologize about that. They did not win. They played the Celtics, and Jaylen Brown got like 50 points. That, again, it was a rough call. So let's get back on track with some of these straight bets, guys. We've had probably a time in early March where we went like 12-2 on this channel or something like that. So let's get back to those days when, we're just on an incredible run with these straight bets. They'll start hitting again. Don't worry about that. I'm very confident in these straight bets, and these straight bets get a lot of research from me. So Detroit Pistons money line is going to be the play of the day. It's going to be on ONYX odds. A lot of you guys have been loving ONYX recently. A lot of you guys have been signing up for ONYX recently, and it's because they give you a free $100 in free picks, right? So you get a free $100 bill for signing up for ONYX odds. Who's not going to like that? I don't know. Spend 10, get $100 in free picks. Another app to sign up for is Sleeper. I've been loving Sleeper recently, okay? One of the main reasons that I like Sleeper is because it's just a really simple app. It's a really simple sign-up process. So it's one of the apps that I just really like getting people onboarded to. You put $10 in, and then you'll get 2 free months of the VIP. But I'm telling you guys, recently, they have been just destroying their marketing game. They've been giving out free picks every day. They've been giving out $10 free protected entries. They've been giving out 0.5 discounts. They've had like 4.5 discounts this week. They're probably going to do more of them tomorrow with March Madness starting up over the weekend. And I'm sure, the Masters are starting now in a week or two. And, Sleeper's just been great. So if you want free promos, if you want discounts, if you want protected plays, one thing that I would say is get Sleeper and then just have it on the back burner. And when they send out a $10 protected play, one thing they'll do is like a $10 protected golf play. That's what they did today. They did a $10 protected NHL play. And what I would do if you really want is make like a 5 to 6 man and try to get like $10 to win $200, something like that, like a crazy 20, 25, 30x. And if you just hit one of those, one of those a year, you're getting just a free $300 randomly, right? Because it's a protected $10 entry, so you're not losing any money at all. And if you just hit one of those every year, or one of those every 6 months, or whatever it is, you're getting like, let's say you're hit one of those every 6 months, and it's $10 to win $250. That's $500 a year that you're just spawning out of thin air, right? So that can pay for something, some sort of expense that you guys have over a year, right? You can just pay that with Sleeper randomly. So that's how I like to think about these apps, guys, is like some of these apps with the promos, you can just kind of use them as lottery tickets, and just if you show up every day, take the promos, eventually it's going to pay off. And again, sign up for Sleeper, you'll get 2 free months of the VIP. But that's kind of what gets me excited about some of these apps and stuff. It's just like the free $10 entries. Like if you just randomly hit a 30x from completely free entry, that is seriously decent money by literally doing nothing. And it's fun while doing it, right? It's sports betting at the end of the day. Really quick on Underdog, guys, I do have a play here. This is going to be the second pick of the day. It's going to be Royal Canin to go over 3.5 kills, and then we have Wilson to go over 7.5 kills. One of these is happening earlier in the day, early afternoon, so make sure to get this in as soon as possible. Yesterday's Underdog play did DMP, so that's why I didn't really talk about it. One of the guys just ended up not playing. All right, so let's get into the play of the day on on PrizePicks. The first play is going to be Dylan Brooks over 17.5 points plus rebounds. If we look at this play, if you guys do not know, he's coming off of a fractured hand, which I don't think, even though a fractured hand is a big deal, I think there's a quick recovery process from that. You know, it seems like he's going to be fine. He already has one game under his belt. He played 22 minutes, which is kind of below his average. I'll be honest. But if you look at before this, he was doing extremely well. He was getting in the mid 20s. Okay, actually sometimes even the high 20s. His average over the last 10 games before his injury was 25 to 26. So as long as he does not get a limited minute reduction in the next game that he plays in this game tomorrow, I think he's going to be back up to this mid 20 range, and I just simply think 17.5 is way too low for him. If we look at the last game he played, he went 4 for 13, okay? So it's not like he stopped shooting or something like that because his hand was hurting him. I mean, this is a fully recovered fractured hand, right? They wouldn't let him play in the NBA, an NBA game if he didn't have a fully recovered hand, right? So his hand's fine. At this point, he did his, 10 games of DMPing and missing. He's going to be fine. I think he's going to go back to his normal minutes, his average minutes, which is around the high 20s, like 27 or 28. And then the shot volume is there, right? The last game we saw him take 13 shots. He only went 4 for 13. So if we see him go like, I don't know, 6 for 13 or 7 for 13 or take like 16 shots or something like that, like you'll see some of these games taking 23 shots. So he takes a ton of shots. But if he can make, 7 or 8 shots, I think he really easily goes over this. Same thing with rebounding, right? You might think if you have a fractured hand, you're going to be a little bit more not wanting to be aggressive or anything like that. He still had 5 boards in that game. So everything is pointing me to him having an injury, obviously, and then him not having that great of a game back as far as shooting the ball, but him still being, being able to shoot, him still being able to play. And again, I just think this is way too low. And it's kind of an opportunity right here where we're getting Dylan Brooks at such a low line. Like we're really getting him discounted down just because he's coming off of an injury that I think at the end of the day, he really is fine. Okay. So second play is going to be Evan Mobley to go over 25.5 points and rebounds. So 2 points and rebounds played today. We do have Evan Mobley. You'll see over this last 10 games, this game 2 games ago, he had 51 points and rebounds, which is insane. And then kind of similar to Dylan Brooks, guys, he wasn't injured. He actually was injured, I think, back in February, but he just had a really, really bad game against the Lakers, all right? He only puts up 10. Obviously, he has 51 and then he has 10. Okay, so he played a very bad defense against the Jazz, but then he had 10 points and rebounds, and it was just a really bad day from him. And again, similar to Dylan Brooks, I just think he's going to come back to his average. He only took 4 shots in this game. Like, is he going to take another 4 shots? Probably not, right? He's going to return to his average. His average is 9 shots made. And I don't know what his average is of attempts, but it's probably like, in the high teens or something like that, like 18. And again, you just kind of have him discounted down too low just because he had one bad game. And I believe at the end of this game, they even sat some of their players too because they were losing that badly. He's playing a pretty average defense in the Warriors. So, he just played a really, really bad defense in the Jazz, and then he plays a pretty strong defense in the Lakers. And then now he's playing a kind of middle of the road defense in the Warriors. Okay. So again, I just think these are very, very no-brainer type plays where you have Dylan Brooks coming back from an injury. He's still himself. He's still going to take a lot of shots. And if he just has a little bit better game that he had last game, he's going to go ahead and come back to earth. Same thing with Evan Mobley. He had one bad game. If he goes back to his average about what he's been doing pretty much all season, he should absolutely soar over this line as well. Okay, guys. So these are going to be the plays of the day. This is the play on PrizePicks, on Underdog, and on ONYX odds, guys. If you do want to get into the VIP, I highly recommend Sleeper. It is the best way to get into the VIP for 2 months free. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure to like and comment down below so you get entered in that giveaway, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.